Welcome to Bollie TV.
Get the community in review. Exclusively on Bollie TV. A powerful new monthly broadcast delivering a professionally curated 30 to 45-minute news report focused on the stories that matter most.
Leadership without impact. And this is where I'm going to dive into the discussion with my guests.
The Community in Review brings you timely updates on leadership decisions, impactful programs, emerging local businesses, and important community announcements.
I see nothing.
Including memorial notices, with clarity, credibility, and purpose. Driven by Bollie Media's commitment to excellence in journalism and storytelling, this flagship segment is designed to inform, connect, and empower our community through high-quality, engaging media coverage.
If somebody's stealing your hard-earned money, they can't give you accountability of that. I would say corruption takes 100% damage in the community.
Be informed, be connected, be ahead.
When nothing was in your account, I just interviewed the former director of finance. Nothing was in your account. Nobody tell you what happened to the money. Do you think the people should trust anything about election to go put their money there again?
Only on Bollie TV, where the community finds its voice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Bollie Media / Bollie TV. Today, we will start the topic the community needs to hear. Leadership is not about titles, it is about results. But what happens when those results fail the very people they are meant to serve? Today, on Bollie TV, we dive into the hard truth about our community leadership, where promises were made, trust was broken, and accountability is no longer optional, my people. Stay with us today. Stay to this channel today. This is a conversation the community cannot afford to ignore. Today, we have a special guest here that will commence this program for us today. So I will turn over to my brother so he can introduce himself. And hey, grab your popcorn, grab your water, because trust me, it's not going to be easy. So I turn to you, my brother. First of all, we would like to say thank you for accepting this interview to be on Bollie TV today. I would just like for you to speak to my audience, introduce yourself, tell them a little bit about yourself, so we can proceed with this program.
I would say thank you, Mr. Bollie, for allowing me this chance to be on your program.
Thank you.
I'm very, very delighted. By way of introduction, my name is Taihe'Joel Torjilar. I'm a businessman. I live in Arizona, and I am very pleased to be on this program tonight with the most talk about Bollie TV and Bollie Media. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. What kind of business you do?
Well, I'm a barber, a master barber.
Yeah, so you'll make sure you can get your hair cut.
Yep, I do work from home. As you can see, this is my setup. And
yeah, nice. I like the shop.
You are welcome.
All right, Mr. Joel. Can I call you Mr. Joel? Is that okay? So, Mr. Joel and I discussed a few days ago that because I told him about these community reviews that was coming our way. So, I sent him some topics that we'll be discussing, which I will elaborate on before we can proceed with the questions to Mr. Joel. So, Mr. Joel and I will be discussing accountability and excuses. We'll be talking about broken trust in leadership. We'll also be talking about leadership without impact, my people. And then we'll also be talking about corruption and mismanagement. And then, besides that, he and I will also be discussing the lack of vision and direction. Last but not least, we'll be talking about the silence of the people, our community. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, my people, before we do anything, I'm just going to ask him, based on the first discussion, which is accountability and excuses. At what point does leadership failure become negligent, Mr. Joel? At what point? Because look at our community now. The guys that were there, 2 years, one quality report. The sublease our community center, the resource center we have, they failed miserably. The former president don't even know when he took the oath of office. he wrote a letter talking about he resigned on the 30th when he took the oath of office on January 20th, which I have the video. At what point? Then we have a former board chair who lied in the community telling people that the man resigned and put him in power. That just to show you these guys did not even know the function. They own a term now expired. In the aptitude, at what point does leadership failure as such become a negligence? This is what.
First off, Mr. Bollie, I would say thank you again.
Yeah.
Leadership is something that you have to work for. It's something that it is brought out from your attitude, your behavior, your character. Okay? I would like to say that it is very unfortunate, especially in our Liberian community.
Telling you.
Yes, that we have to keep going with the same old leaders failing the community. All right. I would like to say the first leadership that you're talking about, that
the one that just left power.
The leadership that just left.
Correct. They were there from 2024. We inaugurated them on the 20th of January 2024. We shall have the video to show.
And what was the tenure? How many years?
2 years. 2 years. That's what 2026, the January 20th, the term was over.
So within the 2 years term, what prospect did they brought to the community?
Well, I'm interviewing you. So that question is why I'm asking you, that at what point does leadership failure becomes a negligence? Because to be honest with you, the 2 years was a very miserable 2 years.
Then I would say, Mr. Bollie, these leaders, they hold the Liberian community so many answers. Okay? When leadership cannot produce, cannot make progress, cannot make changes, it becomes a hindrance to the community. All right? Because I'm sorry I wasn't here doing the term, but being a newcomer, just hearing, the little rumors around that our leadership was dead, it was corrupt. All right? I got to understand that for the past 2 years, there have not been a financial report to the General Assembly. And the first thing, how do the community even accept these guys to go that far when within the first term, there was no accountability? So it's our duty, guys. It's our duty, folks. It's our duty, sisters and brothers, to hold our leadership or our leader accountable. If that is erased, there is a problem. If accountability is erased from leadership, it is a problem, because we have to put people in position that we can trust first from the character.
I don't think they really vetted these guys. Because so are you basically what you're trying to tell me? Let me just come in. So are you saying the failure become negligence of who now? The leaders the community pick, or the negligence of the community to pick good leaders?
Very good question, Mr. Bollie. I think both sides on a 50-50 percent rating, we will blame ourselves 40%
for picking those people,
for picking leaders that they already know, that have lived with them or been living with them in the community. You must first thing, guys, choosing a leader or leadership, the accountability starts from yourself as the people, as the general body, because we know in any democratic process, the general body have the highest voice in an organization. So that choice of you choosing people that reputation is corrupt, the first blame will go on us. But then election process, goes with people that knows you and people that you are involved with. All right. So if we're going to, elect people that are not accountable, that are not that are not, the character is, I'm trying to find a word, deep word to at least let the people know that your leaders should be people that you can trust.
Yeah, but you see, when it comes to people wanting to be in leadership, people fake it. Some people will come there, show you all the good things. I mean, I call it the missionary smart. Yeah. They come there, they do all that good things. Then by the time you put them there now, you start seeing the true character. But I mean, this will bring me to this question here. But why do you think some community leaders avoid accountability, even when the results are very poor? Like our board chair, the former board chair, everything. The man was there before. His result was poor.
Yet,
Then the people get another opportunity again. Then you just continue to be worse and you're a liar.
Mr. Bollie,
I'm coming, let me tell you. I mean, why do people like that in the community leaders, the people point that you avoid accountability? Even when your results are poor, you think that you own a particular thing. Can you imagine the man turn over? His term is over. The man who performed miserably, like you said, the community is the higher decision maker, right?
Exactly.
The community is okay. You guys are compromised. You won't be. He start carrying on fake suspension until the community can say, no, you're pulling a hot wire election. You're doing that.
Okay.
That's how you start. So why you think people like that avoid accountability, even when they see their own result is very poor?
Mr. Bollie.
Why? Yeah, I want to know because
I will tell you.
First, before we go forward, how long have you been on the resident of Arizona?
I moved in Arizona in 2025. Let's say around August.
Okay, so you have not even been there a year. Well,
no.
Go ahead, but I mean, just from your own general perspective, why do you think some leaders avoid community leaders? Let me just say, the people trust you, they put you there. Even though you see you avoid accountability, even though you see your own result, when your own result is very, very poor. Why do you think it happened that way?
Corruption is corruption.
Very poor.
Mr. Bollie, corruption is corruption. Like the proverb says, the old dog.
You cannot teach your old dog a new trick.
You cannot teach an old dog a new trick.
So you want to tell me that these guys already never have no value for accountability?
That's
so
why,
even though they see the result being poor.
That's why I will go back again to the community choosing their leaders. All right. These things happen. It's even happening right now in Liberia, where we in the diasporas, we are blaming the leaders. No, we can't blame them. Although we can give them, they already corrupt, we can put some blame on them, but let's go back to those that voting them into offices.
Every time.
Over and over again.
The reason for me, I like to restrain it to the community because number one, that from here they start. Because you know how people then buy home. By the time somebody leave from there, they carry fake certificate, some kind of fake degree from here. The person come from America, pay them all Saturday. Then you see them say, yeah, they mean a good leader.
Yeah, he is good.
That kind of a premature behavior. So I like to focus on people in the community. I don't like to go into national politics because Bollie TV is for the community. I want the people in Liberia to watch it so they can see these criminals for themselves and watch my videos because they're watching it all in Liberia. So they can know the name of the criminals there for themselves.
And you know them.
Yeah. So that's what I'm asking you
know them by
now.
names, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. So that's what I'm still asking you now. Why you think, even though these guys know the result are very poor, like everything, and the former president Harry at all, why you think they avoid accountability? Why you think that?
For the fact
that's the question I want to know.
For the fact that, like I said, leaders are not made. You cannot make a leader. They have to be in you. One thing, corruption, or just being, accountable of your voice, your actions.
But you can avoid it though. They don't like accountability. Why? That's the question I just want you to tell my video. Why do you think people like that avoid accountability?
Because they are corrupt.
Thank you.
That's it. They are corrupt. They are not.
So who you think should hold them accountable now in the community? Who should hold the community leader accountable? The people, the body. Who should hold them accountable? Because the guy I'm talking about this everything guy, the people elected him to be the chairman of the board. He's supposed to be there to do check and balance.
That's what the board is for.
No, that may not know a job. So guess what? He failed the very first time. This 4 years on the member chairman. He failed very miserably the very first time.
Excuse me, to a point. To a point. You just told me that the leadership have 2 years in ruling. After
The
every
executive.
2 years, the executive
Okay.
after every 2 years,
Every 2 years.
election.
Yeah.
How long is the turnout of the board?
So the board, I think the board go along with him too. But however, you can run 2 times on the board. Just like the leadership, you can run 2 years, 2 years. So if you win this year, you can run another 2 years again.
Okay.
So he was opportune to have been elected the first time in the previous government before these guys came into office in 2024 to be the chair of the board again. Failed miserably. Then the people get another opportunity to put him back there again.
To a point, Mr. Bollie. To a point. The board chair first 2 years in leadership.
Failed.
He was a failure.
Very big failure.
He was a failure.
Very big failure.
When you're talking about failure, are we talking about accountability? Was he
Let me just give you a little
trustworthy?
No, to me, he was not. This what happened. Let me tell you one of our problems in our community. You see the trouble listening to, especially my crime brother then. What he does is that he bring plenty of crime in there, our crime brother, then they come there, then they vote for him. So that's what I'm saying. Any new leader come there now, no one tribe should dominate that place. We should spread it out. Because it's not if you, for example, if you're a grow person, you can bring a bunch of grow people that can vote for you together. Or we just take each of the chairman, each of the president of the traditional, organization that we have here to just be on the board. That would be better.
So the board should be
So it can be balanced. Yeah. So it should be balanced. Because let me tell you, he had been accused of that. Even in the past, when they sent him letters, there was another group of people who came there, used the people they got a grant to do who know anything about it. He said when the previous leadership before the last failed leadership came in, wrote him and told him to all of those guys. You know what he told them? You tell me what I'm order the men on.
He's not a leader.
So that's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm asking now. Who should hold them accountable now?
I think the General Assembly should hold these guys accountable. The General Assembly should stand up. The board, as we all know, board members cannot pass 10 individuals. You're looking at least 5 to 6 individuals.
I think they were about 7.
Okay, all right. Board members are about 6, 7, 8 members.
Because
Give or take.
Yeah, let's say 7. It can be out of
All right.
5, 7.
Because it have to be balanced.
Correct.
But then look at the numbers of the General Assembly. Look at the members of the community. We have to hold these guys accountable first. Second, we have to redefine the manner in which we choose
People to serve on that board.
people to serve on that board. 1.
Yep.
2, the same principle should be set on how you select or elect your leaders. You just told me the board failed the community the first time.
They fail. To me, in my belief, they fail.
Yes. All right. And I know it's not just you alone. I've been hearing a lot of rumors around that the past government wasn't they didn't stand up to the people. They actually didn't serve the people.
No.
And I even understood that the past government have to resign.
No, the man term were over. So because they're so illiterate, right? The leader, the president, the former president is very illiterate. I will tell you that. Because any civilized person who has lived in the United States or anywhere in the world, when you take an older office, the job begins that same day. So
Bollie,
the man took office, the man took the older office on 20th.
To conclude to your question about accountability or who should
hold them
accountable? Who else? The community.
But let me tell you,
The Liberian community.
that's correct. I will agree with you on that. But you see this community, fake pastors, fake individuals, big muff individuals. I think the reason why I don't want to go into that, because we're coming down to where an interim body was established.
I really want to give my insight on.
We will get to that interim body. We will get to that interim body. But the reason why I'm taking it gradually, so our viewers can understand where we're going with this question. Okay? When I tell you fake individuals, fake men of God and women of God, fake pastor. Can you imagine pastor and beefing the community? They will get people that set together. And then when we trust on say go interim board, the other one what I nominated. I nominated him to redeem himself. Pastor El Cooper. Higala went against the interim people, went to the very failed board chair who term was already over to go talk different thing there. Then he comes back. They call him out on it. One of the community members call him out on it. He gets mad. He said he does not like the tool the guy used to talk to him, Mr. Imaya Charles. So guess what he did? He said he resigned of that. So that's incompetency right there. Because you already be in leadership, you must have temperament.
Oh yeah.
So the entire community, like you said, the higher decision making body came together and nominated you. Even though I did the nomination, but the people agreed. They put you on a board. They put you on there. Then you say you resign because what? You go Nicodemus there to go do the things where your friend did not tell you to do. So you vet. I don't think he wanted to serve. Because he's talking about the man tone of voice. If I want to be in that meeting, since I nominated you, you are not going to like my tone of voice either. But let's just proceed, man. But so the next thing I want to know, what we're going to be discussing here, because these people know it's just how to deal with the community. And we'll talk more. I will give you time to talk more. We'll be talking about the broken trust in leadership. What do you think causes community to lose trust in their leadership? That we've been discussing. Why do you think what making the community trust? Because what's going on now, you think the community now when they talk about the election time, you can't pay money. Who won't go pay money now for election? You really eating the poor that money, no accountability. Pastor them will trust to go get it, all of them they know what's going on. Then now, you think the people, what are some of the causes of the community losing trust in the leader? I mean, I just giving my own example. What do you think are some of the causes of the people losing trust, the community losing trust in the leadership?
Mr. Bollie, thank you for that question. Before I answer your question, I would like to pinpoint on one serious issue, not only the Arizona Liberian community, but almost every other state.
Wow.
Every other state in America, apart from the states, we've been having problems with even our tribal leadership, like the Torjilar Association, the Nima Association, the Basa Association. Our main problem is money.
I think it's like
and I will say it again, it's money. Money, how they call it, the root of all evil, but we still love it, right? That is the problem of our leaders in our community. They cannot be trusted with funds. We still come back to the same accountability, consistency. All right? These guys, they mismanage organization funds and want to use the same people that they have robbed to re-vote them in the offices.
Yeah, they force themselves their business.
Yes.
Because look at it, they failed
and
both chair. You failed 2 times. They put say, okay, who will you there? Then you say you won't be there.
I will also urge our people. They say you cannot wash or dirty dog twice. That's 1. 2, when chicken wet.
It wet.
It wet. When it black. All right. You even clean a chicken. You put the hen or the rooster out there and give them civilized food. They will still go back and
what is civilized food?
They will still strap back in our like chicken. All right. So I will urge our viewers, especially Liberians, if the man or leader failed his first term, why are you putting him back there? If even he tried to manipulate the system, the voice of every organization lies in the assembly. You have to stand up. You have to stand up. If you have to do the worst for the best, do it. The Nigerian proverb say, I will do bad things for good reason. Exactly, Bollie. If we have to do the worst to get best result, let's do it. Let's silence all these bogus leaders.
And that's what I'm coming to. Do you think trust is going to be restored in this community with any other person? Because let me tell you something. the community, the body, I have suggested some of these guys been using our association name, claiming it on the taxes.
Wow.
I told you people, there's a 501c3 organization.
Wow.
Let's take these people to court. Let federal government get involved. You know, like many people don't learn. I've told them for day one. Let me guys then go to court and leave with me if I was running. Most of the men will be in court because I don't play that. When you say like, oh, everything want to hold up, you put the pastor. No. I don't have time for no pastor in the community here. Because it's fake. They are fake. And I'm telling you the truth. Because if they were real men of God, they should have intervened a long time ago. Say, you know, guys, just stop it here. But you see, they said now. So, do you think trust will be restored if the community don't see some kind of a legitimate legal actions against the guys? That's what making the guys like brave to be parading around, having rebel meetings and things they still get power.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Even though they expire.
Thank you very much. Like I just stated, folks, our Nigerian brothers, the proverbs say, do bad things for good reason. We have to hold you guys accountable. All right? America is not a country of men. When I say men with BB muscle.
Yeah.
No.
Probably better than.
No. America is a country of law and order. All right? If we cannot, in our own weaknesses, bring these guys to account for their disruption or their corruption in our community, we got a government here. We take them to IRS.
I've been saying nothing.
That's how I would look at it. It's easy.
I've been saying nothing.
And you know, and the thing about it, everybody got, you know, the brody on the head. They got the bills to pay. They got to wiggle every morning to go to work.
The people
who got time to go start running behind your past leader for $6,000 or $25,000? No, you gotta go run behind a man.
So do you think now?
Take him or whosoever responsible for misusing community funds should face justice.
They're not gonna do it.
You must say,
let me tell you something. Opposition who all of them get big muff in the community. When you yell at men yelling, you say, yeah, they gotta come and do something. La la. So, my brother, let's go back to what we were saying here, because
thank you.
You're making some salient point here. So, what do you think now people can do with all these actions that you and I mentioned about taking legal action to set an example, to set a precedent? What do you think the community we can do now to restore, and the trust back into the community with all these repeated failures?
Very good, Mr. Bollie. Thank you very much for that question. I've been Bollie inside.
Yeah. What do you think we can do now? I mean, we'll get some example, but because we can't talk about thing. We got to get some good way forward in it too. All right. So what do you think now? With these repeated failures, and the thing that you already heard me. Some of our friends, I'll be honest with you. I was just telling one of my friends. One of the things sometimes you see, sometimes our African leaders can fall into trouble. Some of them, unfortunately, get assassinated or something happening. Is the people that are very close to them. Sometimes their own tribal people, because they will go and talk behind these guys. You'll be surprised. They will talk the worst thing about everything, but turn to act,
they draw back.
They turn to chicken.
Yes.
They turn to chicken.
It's almost everywhere in our community.
Those guys are this. Go ahead, my brother.
It's almost everywhere in our community.
The man honor the current president of the Liberia Association, my own friend Frederick Toka. He was trying to honor the man. Say the man are not real crime. Everything feels that I know who gave you the justification to be the king of immigration for crime people. So you can tell who's supposed to be real crime and who not supposed to be crime. He said man are real crime. After the man defeated that his negativity, because he had been honoring other crime and past leaders. I was trying because I'm a father for grandchildren, so I'm not going to harm myself. But if I was a member of that particular, if I become a member, that man will not do that thing one day. So you choose a guy away, they talk big more gossip behind him, but they can't stand for him to talk. And that man, for everything, basically, people that everything, the lights of the kind of everything. That's why I established Bollie TV. Because now I've been in the community long, I've observed over time. And I've seen people there like that who don't believe in accountability, who don't believe in improving. You know, when you go in the interior, the most dirty part of the area, like where the witch calling exists. They don't want to improve there.
Witchcraft.
Even when they say legislation, you want to go there. Some people, everything that they grow on the kind of a thing. They don't want the community to be that kind of way. So the other time they said they had a rebel meeting. There was a guy there with a way back normal time they call D Omega Carlo. Let me address the guys. We'll proceed.
Go ahead.
There's a man that cannot even sit down by himself and express or talk. The man sat down to his own house. No car was passing. Nobody had money. Just a voice recording putting in the chat room there. Miserable. They say you're in the rebel or meeting they had, talking all kinds of rubbish. Those are the kind of fake people they are talking about. Who really good at talking behind people, but when it comes to actions, they fail. And but me, all my friends have been friendly with me. They will tell you, me, Bollie, you my friend, you can be my brother, my who. When you do wrong, if whatever I say behind you, just best believe that I will go in public. I'm not defending you, especially so I will come in the back and advise you. The thing is wrong. If you don't listen to me and it comes to the public, the same thing I told you in the back, I will say in the front. But you see, most of the guys, now you literally minute. They are talking in the back because they let you put there. Why you be fear of your friend, man? You know very well the man wrong.
Loyalty.
Yeah, so my brother, yeah. So I mean, what can we do now? Because let me tell you, this repeated failure of Liberia Association in Arizona. Okay. What can we do now to restore trust in the community? Because let me tell you, the guy who left for there, he's not the person that started the failure. I've been in the community there since 2003.
So you're telling me?
Okay.
I know.
The guy that left, I'm coming. The guy Harry at all. He just can't turn the whole community inside the door now. You know the government, he put in the government now. Wow. But to be honest with you, the community was getting to the community was coming up now to trust the people. Then you go to the kind of people. So what I want you to tell my audience is that what can this community in Arizona do now? The leadership that will come to gain the people trust. Because let me tell you, everybody in that government now. Anybody that can now, you really got to fight hard to gain the people trust. Because voting said, you are not advised to put your money. You're not allowed to hear before. I told you what, eating your money. You're talking about lying until you find out for yourself. Anybody can with election business right now. Don't put your money inside. Go ahead.
In gaining trust or gaining back the trust from the General Assembly, I would like to stress first on the present interim body. This present interim body have a great task to do. They have a great task on their head. All right. First off, the interim body should be very drastic. Shouldn't be listening to no elders or pastors. Quite frankly, as I learned from Mr. Bollie, those pastors, they were involved in somewhat reconciliation.
Let me come in. There was a meeting here where we had, I think, 2 or 3 pastors in there. Okay? With some other community members. The community came together and decided that because of all the fraudulent suspension, financing in former board chair, they said, you know, we don't have no more trust in the board. Can you imagine? It's a shame. The people put you there so you can be the eyeball and more everything. They say, we don't have no more trust in them again. So we call you here, and I recorded that whole meeting with a very straight mandate. We want you guys to please establish for us a new board and then organize an election that will be free and fair where everybody can participate. That was the agreement. That was the mandate. Only one other one was there. We nominated. Then he want mandate to the community on one condition. So we kick that one out. Yeah, he want mandate to the community. So after we came together, now the interim body will put together. The mandate was strict, and this is what will bring you to my next question. The mandate was very strict for the interim body. Up to now, that mandate will get a minute. Nothing. The first thing they did.
You mean, are you talking about the interim body?
The interim body, let me tell you something. The very first thing they did after we told them that, we say, okay, out the election. We already told you people that they both fail us, the executive fail us. They all killed the election. One pastor, when nothing had the concern, he didn't woke up, went unknown to a friend there to go sit down with the former board chair who term had expired. Okay. Came back, the interim body came back now and said, they organized a meeting. You see, the community to the problem. They organized a meeting and said that we all should go and say honor that man. to have a meeting. The who turn expire now?
Mr. Bollie.
No, I want to give you a little background so you can know, you know that. So I told her, I said, it don't make sense. That's why I did not attend that meeting. Because I thought they were going to be calling your meetings. I mean, because we tell you, say, form. I thought they were going to be calling the meetings. So we are going to be carrying on the mandate for the higher decision making body, but we'll call all of your area to tell you, so, you know, you're not resolve everything because of community divide and then go to the election. But instead, guess what they did? They went there, the team told them to do it well. They went there, go sit down under the ministry member court meeting. Then they go into the meeting, they came out for a second meeting. They say, the man said, you don't recognize them. So, listen now. They failed both in both chair. Who turns? Listen now. Who turn had expired? You belittle yourself after the higher decision making body have appointed you. You belittle yourself by going sit down in a meeting with him. Because your own board member lay complain that you are unilaterally making decision here, Secretary General. Then you go sit down under the man. Then they gathered and then they came back. So I thought everything was going smooth until they came for the second meeting. Then I started hearing and I said, oh, why I said they went to the meeting, the man said he recognized him, and there was some other people in the meeting. He said, no, we don't want to appoint the people. First of all, I would not have gone to that meeting. If you went to that meeting, you yourself, you're a failure. Because number one, the interim body, so this is where my question is coming from. Based on just a little smart thing I gave you, up to now, nothing. Our article of incorporation already expired. We gave him any mandate ever sent. I see them saying they sending signature thing around, called it in-person meeting. With those kind of things that I just explained, are they honest about the limitations, or do they overpromise or underdeliver? Do you think they're honest about the limitations? Because I feel they are limited. The whole interim body is limited, and they are not honest about their limitation.
I would say no. They are not honest.
They are not honest about the limitation.
100% they are not honest. And before we even go to the interim body, like I told you earlier, the power of the people is greater than the board, the interim body. And that's the fact, guys. The power of you, Liberians, in this community is greater than the board and the interim body. All right? This is where I would say the people have failed themselves.
Thank you. And that's where my question is coming in. Do you think the interim body is honest about their limitation, or do they overpromise? Because I say yeah. and then they honor deliver to me. Do you think they are honest?
No, they are not. They are not. From the get-go, if the interim body have been put into place
with a very strict mandate.
I don't know exactly what the mandate was, but
I just told you here.
From experience, I would say the interim body should have limited to get the bull out of question. The bull is already being expired.
They expire.
All right. Why are you honoring an expired bull and you are interim body? The first thing.
We put it there. Then
why?
You make it because, like I said, they were misled by the same pastors then. You see this community right here, right?
Okay, no, Mr. Bollie, I'm getting a little confused, all right? The community have a government that the term was what? Expired.
The board term expired.
The board, the leadership, the executive term expired.
Yeah, right? We have no government right now.
Okay,
no government.
so the community came together and formed a what?
Listen now, the board, they had, I think, about a week for the term to expire. But guess what? Before the term to expire, they inept board, former board president, Mr. Everything, he started sending out fake suspension letters that nobody honored anyway, to suspend certain people because he wanted for one individual, he wanted certain individuals or one individual to win on a white ballot, which of course is not going to work.
Suspending people on the executive?
No, can you imagine the man? He suspended even community members. Say you can't participate in the election. Wow. The man does not know his function. And you know what happened? The bad thing about it, you got some ignorant people in this community who can say that thing and say, but man, you board chair, you can't unilaterally make decision, and you can't suspend community member. You can't suspend community member.
Who gave him the power to suspend?
Then guess what? The man suspend. He sent a fake letter out saying he's suspending the second vice president that was elected, just like him. Let me tell you now, what you were trying to do, and it still by fire it failed. They were trying to have an election, fake election too, until we step in. That's how the interim ballot came into place. We told them, no. The guy is not doing the right thing.
For a point, the we just talk about. Can you give me
the community?
The community. That's
so
what
the community. The guy said, no. The guy is trying to spoil our community. Then guess what he started doing? That election, we step into it. The community that he according to him, he don't recognize the community. The simple that he elected him, he said he don't recognize it. So basically, what the guy was trying to tell the community people that only when he call you to come to meeting, then he recognizes you as a community person. You see the kind of a concept. So community people who got together, what are he calling them? They got together themselves and said, okay, my man, you will be the chair, and I want about you and your friend to do check and balance for all. He considered them illegal because they did the right thing. So he said, no, they're not there. Only the people that's what you call it. Our grandchildren, brother, you pick up food, you call them, and want to consider that the community members, so they can, because you know all of that. So most of them who go to them, figure-headed people that will go there, yes sir to him. So that one you recognize. So guess what? So right there, we say, okay, you know what I mean? Send a train like that 1 week, and they already messed up because we already gave you a mandate to do certain things. You fail at it. Okay? We don't want you there again. Nobody says set out. That's how to not cause confusion. We came up with the interim. That's how the interim came. The interim only job was to form a new board and carry out the election. They managed 5 attempts, they mess up. So my brother, let conclude on this topic real quick. I'll give you the time before we go to the next one and take a break.
I think there was an error on the interim part.
Which part did they err? I mean, you gotta be specific so the audience can know.
Yes, I think the power given to an interim body by the community was to what? Goes for election.
Form a board, go for election.
Yes, no, but when you're talking about board, I don't understand why the interim should go about forming a board before election.
The constitutions, let me clarify that. The constitution says the board election should be held first before the election. So, because the last leadership, they did not follow that pattern. The last leadership, they had the executive election before the board election, which was opposite. So we wanted to do everything right constitutionally. That the board election should be held first, then the board will oversee, the new board will oversee the election. Because the old board already compromised.
So then, if the constitution states that the board should be organized before the executive, where's the problem right now? To me, I would see no problem in this because the existing board is no longer existing.
No, they've been gone.
So why is the interim body being so weak about forming this new board?
Oh man, what did I tell you? I just asked you the question. Mr. Joel, I just asked you the question.
Yes.
Do you think this interim body is honest about the limitation?
I already told you. I'm finding problems with the interim body already. I'm already finding problems with the interim body. I don't think they are trying to execute what the general body predicted to them.
No, mandated them to do.
Mandate them to do. All right?
Because we should have been far gone now. Far gone.
So, yes, the answer to your question, the interim body is weak.
Very weak.
They are delayed. All right? So, the General Assembly still have that authority.
So when you say we still have the authority, because I'm also a member of the community.
Yes.
Besides me being part of the media, I'm still a member of the community. When you say we have that authority, what are you suggesting? Form a different interim body, a new interim body?
I would say forming a new interim body would be contradictory to the Constitution. There is already one form. But
which Constitution?
The community Constitution.
Well, it has nothing to do with interim body in there.
No, but it's the same Constitution that gave the General Assembly the power to form the first interim body.
Correct.
And we can't leave the first interim body still existing and form another interim body.
All we were nominated. The not constitutionally binding We just ask them to come and help. They are interim. They are, okay. So, but with the limitations that I see, I don't know if we're going to...
Suggesting to form a new interim body?
No, I was asking the question.
Yes, I mean, answering your question, I would say no. We shouldn't form a new interim body. But we should hold this interim body accountable. Very, very accountable of doing what they was
But now, what you have to understand, what type of accountability measure that we would use to hold people that would get asked them. Because constitutionally, they were not elected. They didn't take no oath of office, nothing. We just asked them to do it, and they say, yeah, we agree. But from what I see, they're doing nothing.
They're not doing it. So, in a context, you want the interim, the General Assembly now to step in. And yes, we still have that open space to do it, because I will give you four principal keys of accountability. And if it's not seen in the first week or two of an put together interim body, then I think they should be dismissed. 1, ownership. If you are a leader, knowing, especially for the interim body, I'm speaking directly to the interim body.
Talk to your people.
Yes, you know for a fact that the committee is going through some serious leadership problem,
crisis.
Yes, a serious crisis is going on. We give you the mandate to do what is right.
Since February.
How many months gone now?
Since February.
February, March.
We're April now.
April.
Almost 2 months and some weeks.
Going to 3 months. We will ask you if you can take responsibility. You cannot be an owner, because that's what we gave you, that privilege.
Simple mandate.
Simple. We gave you. We trust you. You have to be held accountable. And like I was saying, ownership. It's like if you doesn't own something, right? You probably care less about it.
So are you saying they're not owning up to the mandate that we gave?
Yes, they are not owning up to that.
And do you think these are some of the limitations they have?
Exactly.
Okay, and what is the second
one?
Okay.
The second one would be transparency.
Okay, I want to hear that one. What's the transparent? Oh, one of the men left from there go have a secret meeting with it. Can you imagine a pastor too? Pastor El Copo. He left for a minute, he went there, he started talking Uti. Then he came back, somebody approached him about it.
In the interim body.
I nominated him in the interim body so he can redeem himself. Because we also had a problem with him from the last election where he did not want to turn over the remaining $285 that were remaining from our election. So I had to boom until he finally released it. So now I said, okay, so I felt to myself, let me make the pastor redeem himself. So I nominated him in the interim body, and the community happily welcome him to be the interim body. But to hear that he went and did his own thing, he, the Nicodemus chair, what transpired, and another field leader, they call job women from the Lima organization, won on an alleged fraudulent white ballot election. The two of them went there to go have meeting. He got a friend of them. So when he came out, they said, friends are calling, but we saying to go have the kind of meeting with the man.
Meeting with who? With
the former board chair. And now they didn't say him. He was supposed, as I learned, he was supposed to go to different thing. I don't know what meeting that meant for. I don't know, because our mandate did not include them meeting anybody. So guess what? So when he came back, one of the community members in my church said, "Look, but you went into a meeting. That's not what we sent you to go do." So according to him, the aircopper who resigned, the pastor, he said he did not like the man tone of voice. Remember that there's a leader in the community that will put in, right?
In a pastor.
And the pastor. The entire one person nominated. I was the one person that nominated him. The entire community embraced the whole idea. They say, "Yeah, let him be in the book." Then you come back for doing the wrong thing. Then the man fast check you. Then he said he didn't let the man tone of voice. So because of that, he resigned. So the man was not even competent to be on that leadership in the first place, because as a leader, you must have temperament. Okay. You must control your temperament.
Okay.
The line Maya Charles nominated you. There was a vote. Everybody agreed to you. So it looked like he did not even want to be there in the first place. But you were ashamed because I Bollie nominated him, so you didn't want to tell me no. But yeah, go ahead. You're the number
Yes,
two. You're number two, right?
I was stressing on transparency.
Transparency, yeah.
And everything, every four key principles here, we also, get a serious background check on the same General Assembly.
Who's doing background check on the internet?
No, when I say background check, it's like the assembly rechecking ourselves. The same leaders we have in position that fail the community, we are in the same, we are consistently re-electing the same old.
Hold on, I'm kind of confused here.
Yes.
The transparency you're talking about, are you talking about us electing new leadership or
No.
what we're doing in the past?
No.
Because right now we have no leadership. The only leadership that, so-called leadership that we're supposed to have to take out anywhere are the interim that you say got limitations. Now, the transparency you're talking about, you gotta be specific now.
Yes. You just mentioned about this this guy that was nominated, that was part of the old government, right?
Who now?
The name you just called.
Pastor Ekoba?
Yeah,
No, he was
Ekoba.
not part of the government.
But
he was, okay, the election in 2024, he was the election chair. He was not part of it. He was, because
Election
the government can put in election chair.
Okay.
But after our election, 285 hours remain, we had to start hauling, road jumping, giant, doing all kinds of things. Bollie TV had to get involved before that money was released. That money have never been mentioned in any financial report to see whether they were true or they were just trying to cover for you. Yeah, but why? So the transparency, who are you referring to now? Because we're talking about, we have interim right now, we have no government.
Yeah, the interim is our leaders right now.
Yeah,
They have to be transparent.
okay.
They have to
About what now? Transparent about what?
just from listening to us,
Telling all the truth.
tell all the truth.
Because I learned so many in the leadership, they have been compromised already in the interim leadership. They come in meeting and say something different, and then they go very well to the past corrupt guys and say something. You see that the two faces that I've been talking about in the
That's
community.
where I'm coming on with being transparent. You have to be truthful. You can. It being almost what? Going 3 months, the community will give you a mandate to
Simple man too.
to carry on election.
We only get two.
And that's what? Election.
Form a new bowl.
A new, yeah.
Form a new bowl.
Bowl election, right?
Make sure we go to make sure we go to election that will be transparent where everybody can participate.
Okay.
That's it.
It's been what? Almost what? 3 months now.
Yeah.
Going 3 months. We're not getting anything clear from
Nothing.
the
last meeting we went to.
the interim body.
Yeah. So that's it right there for you. So Mr. Joel, we want to take a break. All right. But before we take a break, people, I hope you're enjoying the discussion here. Remember now, it's like an interview, but it's a discussion that me and Mr. Joel having so that the community, there's like a review in the community as to how far we are right now from our interacting and the past people. So before we take the break, let me just remind you, leadership is not about title. It is about results. But what happens when those results fail the very people they are meant to serve on people? Today on Bollie TV, we're diving into the hard truth about community leadership, where promises were made, trust was broken, and accountability is no longer optional. So stay with us when we come out from the break. This conversation will continue, and I don't want the community to ignore this one. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Contact Bollie TV to promote your events. At Bollie TV, we shine a positive spotlight on our community in Arizona, delivering uncut and uncensored content that truly represents the essence of local happenings. For reliable news and exciting updates on local community politics, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We offer a range of affordable promotional packages designed to make your event stand out. If you are in business, sports, or showcasing local talents and looking to see beautiful tourist locations, we are here to elevate your presence. Do not wait to be part of the conversation. Go subscribe to Bollie TV on YouTube now. Call us at 480-228-1229 or email us at jbollie1980@gmail.com for any questions.
So we want you to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to Bollie TV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bollie TV, your #1 online AZ station. I know you guys been enjoying this interview so far with my brother, Mr. Joel. And don't forget, like I said, grab your popcorn so we can continue with this interview. We just came back from on break. Leadership is not about titles, like I said, it is about the results. But what happens when those results fail the very people they are meant to serve, my community? So today on Bollie TV, we dive into the hard truth about community leadership, where promises were made, trust was broken, and accountability is no longer optional. So we still want you to continue to stay glued to this TV, because we're not done yet. There is a conversation that the community cannot afford to ignore. And as you can see, our guests, myself, we've been firing here. So we'll continue with the discussion, and then we'll take it from there. Now, we will be coming to what we call our leadership without impact. Leadership without impact. And this is where I'm going to dive into the discussion with my guests. Mr. Joel, how do you measure real impact, performative leadership in the community from the time you've been here? How do you measure the real impact that you saw, the performative leadership in this community?
Well, quite frankly, I haven't been here so long, but from what I've heard and seen,
Kono. When you hear the people say kono, you can't be dating somebody.
I see nothing, not at all. All right. And when you talk about what visibility,
correct, the impact, the performative leadership in the community, and then I talk about the visibility.
I've seen no impact. We Liberians, we pay homage to July 26th. Since I've been in the community, I haven't heard about maybe way down the line. All right, they used to have stuff on the field and everybody, all Liberians turned out. But I was here last 26th. Nothing. And I'm pretty sure at that time we had leadership in positions.
Of course. They didn't have nothing.
Nothing. I even heard that one group went out of state to celebrate this. Maybe what? A leader from here went out of state.
One leader from here. So he say our leader.
I heard that.
The former president.
He's you know.
The former president alone left when he went to Utah to go celebrate with the people there.
And how can you do that? But we're not going to dive into that right now. We're going to give the credence to the leadership on ground right now,
which is the interim.
You can do something. You can make an impact. That's why they chose you. And I believe in you. Until you say nay, then I got my answer to give you, or a statement to give you, but you can still make an impact, guys. The community is I can say half dead.
If not dead.
If not dead.
To me, it's dead.
So it is up to you now to wake this community up. To answer your question directly, when we're talking about impact in community from leaders, I'm pretty sure down the line, our past leadership, they step up a bit. And I not to give too much praise, but I heard a little bit about Steve Bollie.
Yeah, correct. That was the last person in power before.
Okay, I heard about Steve Bollie's leadership, and I will give you the thumb up, guy. You did what you have to do, and bravo.
And at that time we didn't have Bollie TV. So me, based on the few things I heard, I can Bollie TV cannot reliable say they did good or they did bad, because they were just words passed down by people from by mouth. Some people say good things about them, some people say bad things about them. But the leadership that I witnessed and I will hear Dr. Shemo the time, having to the time, and Harry at time. That I can tell you people about. But for Steve Bollie at that time, because I was not too much involved, I was here, but I was not too much involved into the community. And that time, Bollie TV was not, when I started. So yeah, I did, one or two things back and forth, asking questions. I heard some good things, I heard some bad things. But you see, Bollie TV is here now. Okay. So any good thing and bad thing you do now, it will be on there. So yeah, thank you. And now corruption and management. It's the next discussion we're going to do. This discussion part, I will give you a lot of times to talk about something. Okay? How much damage does corruption do compared to incompetency?
With that question, I would say corruption is 100% damage as compared to the latter. When we're talking about corruption, is somebody stealing your hard-earned money and can't give you accountability of that. I would say corruption takes 100% damage in the community. We have had leaders, or if we got leaders now involved in that, I would say we take them to court. If I was on this interim board and what I'm hearing about the community funds have been mismanaged, I'm not even going to talk to board. Hey, that's me. I'm not even going to have no conversation with the board or elders or pastors. I'm taking you to law. That's how I afford of people's money. But we're not talking about me, right? And if we're going to be talking about the interim body right now, I think that should be your goal, your focus right now. So to answer the question directly, Mr. Bollie, corruption in the community is 100% damage.
Yep.
Yes.
This community, let me tell you something, and before I come to the question, like I said when we started this interview, people don't have balls in this community. They just talk. Now, do you, based on what you've been hearing since you've been here, with no accountability, no good financial report on what happened to our monies, do you think that the community money was used for personal gain?
I will look in your face right now and say yes. I heard 2 years without financial report.
Yep, one quarterly report a day, which was questioned.
It was
missing a lot of Google substance.
So who else do you think your money was used on? Personal gain. With that, I answer your question. Personal gain.
Wow. Now, so let me ask you one question. With our interim body talking about, we give them a mandate that they have not even come anywhere close to accomplishing. We talk about election. Now, do you think that people should put the money into any kind of election? Because you don't tell the people what happened to the first money here. Then, bunch of different people, everybody, I think about all of them, they say they want to have election. Who will look at the money now in the community? Except you really dumb to go pay for election. But nothing was in your account. I just interviewed the former director of finance. Nothing was in your account. Nobody tell you what happened to the money. Do you think the people should trust anything about election to go put the money there again?
I don't think so. I would say no.
Why?
We come back to the same accountability. We come back to the same principles of accountability. There haven't been no ownership. There have been no transparency. There have been no consistency. And the last, to answer to your wrong.
So I'm going to ask you some questions here. Let's go to the interim leadership. Our own mayor Azaro is the chair for the interim leadership. So our whole year accountable. Do you think being the chair have this interim leadership did any impact? Do you think they will make any impact? Do you think people are listening to them?
I think with the slow movement right now of the interim body, they are losing credit in the very people or the very assembly that selected them. The community have been traumatized already.
I'm telling you.
We're already on some serious, we are already in some serious crisis. I think the interim body should act fast. They should act fast. If the community wants election, but then from my end, I think there's a little, scratch with in between the pages. The community already had a broken promise from the past leaders that I think the interim body right now should be working real quick towards election, and then finding it very, very meaningful to investigate where these funds are.
Don't you think it should be the next leadership that can? Because these interim people were only given 2 minutes.
But then,
the mandate was only to what? Make sure we have to oversee election will be free and fair, because the former board were inept and they were compromised.
okay,
2 things we're getting. They are now they want to do the investigation into our funds. I think the thing is that because they are interim, we didn't want to put too much thing on it. So we need to say, look, just make sure we have free and fair elections for both the board and the executive. That's it. Because once that leadership comes to power, that leadership can then write a communication to the board of directors, the new board of directors, and asking them to audit the past administration. So I don't think the interim leadership should be taxed with that, because it's not a responsibility. We only put them for 2 things, even though they have failed miserably to even accomplish the 2 things there. They're doing all kinds of different things there. The men and living there went to all their own, going to meeting, talking bad thing there, but yeah, man.
So with this situation right now in the community, I would urge the community members to have another say.
Well, just a couple of days ago, I see them, they came up with some kind of a survey or some kind of a email address and link that they want people to go to and sign a petition. You have anything to say? Where is that petition for? They said
Yes.
100 signatures.
Why should I be asking myself to meet with myself?
Can you explain further? Because
Yeah, I will.
I want to get clarity on that.
I will elaborate. I've been seeing a couple of videos or posts about petition that we
should go and sign.
We should go and sign to meet with the board.
No, not with the board. We're not meeting no board. There's no board.
It's no board.
Yeah. So the petition, let me just clarify. Based on what I'm reading from them, they came up with this petition. They said they won 100 signatures on the petition, so that these people can show up, because they're planning of in-person meeting. They are planning an in-person meeting where they want people to come and vote for the new board. So they came up with this petition because they want to make sure that the people that signed the petition, they don't want nothing, fraudulent to happen. They want to make sure the people that signed the petition are registered voters, because as I learned, they have copies to the registered voters in the community. So that's one of the reasons, as I learned, they are sending the petition, right? And we got to sign it and want people to come in person. Is this the time for that?
I don't think
I think we have already lost our article of incorporation or something. I think the Secretary General Pinky Lasana, the meeting before this last in-person meeting, stressed out that by April 15, we're going to lose it. They may not have the April 15, the girl brought that thing, instead of putting something in place, they send me petition, right? Everybody sign it, and then you can in person. With the kind of the century we live in now, where people are busy, why we gotta go in person? You can do it online. You can do online meeting. People can come on there. The same way you trusted the process to nominate this interim body, where everybody came for. People say yes, I want the person, or no, they disagree. Why we gotta come in person? What we can do in person. I have nothing against in person, but you can do both in person and online. But why they want people to come in person? Who's going to leave the time to come in person? They come later, they're not ready yet. So that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
What do you think the interim ballot? Do you think this is a procrastination?
Most definitely. It's a serious backdrop to process. The system we live in right now, time is the most important.
Essence, yeah.
How many people you think will have the time
with the gas price and everything now
to be present?
Yeah.
Gas price $7.50 right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Just to go sit down in some kind of meeting. The first meeting they all sit down in nothing good come for you. Your own man and leave me to go talk about thing there, but what go on?
So we need a whole new different approach, the way I see it.
Yeah. Now let me ask you another question, okay, before we can dive into the next discussion. Okay? From your observation, what system do you think are missing that allow misuse of form of people in power in the community? What system you think missing?
Management.
So you think there's no management put in place?
Yes.
For community money?
There's no management in place.
Can you elaborate more to tell what type of management are you talking about?
If we first of all define the word management, it's a process which involves controlling people and things, so things could go towards funds. It's just a process of controlling people and things. I think we have a serious distrust in management.
But what can we do now to put the trust back into the management that you're talking about? What type of system do you think that maybe the future leader watching people who may run in the next election, if there may be any,
we should put some serious restraint or add up some procedures,
like give an example
in electing leaders.
I mean, we are electing leaders, but I mean, when it comes to our funds, let me tell you, people work in the country here. So people take the time, they even if they're not even attending the program, they still contribute honest donations to help the community move forward. What kind of a system, I mean, what would be a suggestion of a type of system that we can put in place so that nobody can just have access? Because that's what the last person was doing. They may open other things. When you ready, you say open newsletter. When you ready, say open website down. No, the man leaving power, everything. We got evicted. The man did not pay the rent for the resources of where he took our money and put down for. I mean, what type of system? Because what type of system do you think that the next leadership that may be opportune to come to power can use? Do you have any example of any kind of advice?
Well, advice or examples will be the secondary, because if you even elect a rogue or somebody corrupt, how do you work with a corrupt leadership? So the first thing we have to be putting in place is the kind of leaders we are electing, Mr. Bollie. The way I look at it, it's not a rocket science, because you cannot take someone from the past or 2-3 leadership back that was not trustworthy and say you want to give him another try. We have to set aside this precedent that we can be doing the same thing over and over. And if even, all right, we have to elect a few good guys in the community that we think can take us to the next level, that we can trust, that can be answerable, that can be accountable. We have to put in different mechanisms.
The proper vetting. Because few good guys, how do you determine how those guys, what other guys are good guys? Because that's why the people talk about Harry at all.
That's
the community people talk about Harry. I don't think he was properly vetted.
That's what I'm saying.
Now they put the men there, look at what they're vetting the Dracula here.
That's what I'm saying.
Doing bad thing now with our money.
We have to set a precedent. That's being our biggest weakness. If we catch a rogue, we deal with a rogue. Because most of our funds that are being mismanaged, we know they probably go through the IRS system. They file taxes on the community
the man claiming say they donated to the community on the
all
taxes.
type of bogus stuff on the community that we don't know about. So the easiest thing to do, you can catch the man because you don't know what he been doing with all those, records. Go to IRS, take him to law.
Yeah, but how do we obtain those records from IRS? You can't just go to IRS and be like, I want the thing for the community.
We are an organization.
That is correct.
Yes.
But with no leadership now, how can you obtain that? I was opportunity to get some documents, which I'm not going to say how I got it. Okay. But I got some documents.
That's bravo to you.
Yeah. So what I was trying to get at is that the next leadership, we can get our tax transcript for both 2024, 2025.
Whatever years that we deem, was corruptive, we can take these years, tax papers, and go back to IRS. IRS records, they are there.
That is correct.
They are there.
But my thing is, do you think anybody in this community have that balls to do that? Because let me tell you something, I've been in the community for a long time. Most people, when you hear them speak, when they mean pastors, from pastor to prophetess to prophet to regular community people, when these people open their mouth and speak and tell you, say, oh, I'm going to do this thing, you just get excited for no reason. Nothing they will do. Nothing. You think these guys will be brave to be your time expire and you still want to establish an election, even though they will kick you out of the whole thing, they say you can't do it. You think they will be brave and be knocking their chest? Because they already know the community is dealing with. They already know the community is dealing with. They know people are just stuck. There's no action.
And it's soft. I don't want to describe the community individuals to be weak. No,
they are weak.
Weakness.
What is it then? If it's not weakness, then what it is?
Probably we just scared.
Scared of what?
Yeah, we got that Liberian mentality where, oh, my brother, I don't want it. This is America. I don't want to put him in trouble. No.
Then if you don't want to put him in trouble, then you must shut up. Don't be more. There's my point. If you know you're not going to do anything, shut up and sit down.
So, right now, Mr. Bollie, it's up to us.
But the same community I'm talking about.
It's up to us right now, the community, to step up.
Listen, man. The community step up by taking appropriate action to say, okay, let's put interim body there. The interim body will be what? Me, I can call it an interim body of what? Liberian Association. Because nothing is happening. Nothing. No, let me tell you, I look at that whole.
That's a little harsh.
Oh yeah, me, I'm gonna be
That's a little harsh.
I challenge them. Let them prove me wrong. Let them do something. Show the community that will pull you there and you can do something. Show the community that you're the right interim people. Nothing you're not doing. They're weak. We put them in the same February. They are not even moved for inch. Can you imagine? Same February for no progress. You're just sending email around to say, go sign. Now everybody get email the community here. You all even do your observation to see how many people get email the community. Then you say the Mercado in-person meeting, $7 for gas. Who can go drive? What's that over there? Thank you, Mr.
That was
Joel.
my advice.
Thank you, Mr. Joel.
Thank you.
All right, people, I hope you're enjoying this program. Leadership is not about titles. It is about results. But what happens when those results fail the very people they are meant to serve? Today, again, as you can see, I will repeat again, on Bollie TV, we are diving into the hard truth about community leadership. Where promises were made, trust was broken, and accountability is no longer an option. This is a conversation the community cannot afford to ignore. And this is why I brought my guest here to help me in the community review, in the first section of the community review. So I'm reviewing from all the way up to April because the program will continue from there every month. You will see me kind of with different guests here on my one, and we talk about the community. There are people in the community that get big more. So my brother, we're going to go to the next discussion, which is lack of vision and directions. I know they won't buy your comments, get for me again. Lack of vision and direction. Do you think the interim leadership, what will put in power, what will gain authority here, have a clear long-term plan, or are they just reacting to problems?
With that,
Let me see your kind of person. They ask
that
for
guy,
they will ask for the people to carry person. $7 gap.
I would like to be very open on this. All right. And my openness will also come with a question to the Liberian community, the Arizona Liberian community. When you guys are selected,
Nominated them
or
to
nominated the interim body, did you give those guys a strict mandate on time frame or timeline?
Well, I was in a meeting, Mr. Joel, let me come in there and answer it for the community.
Thank you.
We told them we wanted them to take us to election, the board and the executive election. They said they were going to go have a meeting and get back to us because that question came in the meeting. About time frame. They said we'll go and get back together to you to give you the time frame. Instead of getting back to us, like the time the Nicodemus pastor left from there when he did unti. Then they tell him right again, they tell them give you a time frame. Everything changed again. The king they say the community will go have meeting and sit down honor. They men what turn as far they inept both chair. The 2 times failed both chair. Disgrace my tribal people. We put you in leadership. I want to be very happy because my grandchildren brother. If you come to do good, oh my man, trust me. I will come to be a president man. But I want for another crown brother to have the chance to be your chairman. But for the kind of thing do that, they say one rotten apple spot all the whole apple.
Yeah.
I'm trying to clear I'm trying to clear my crown people. So when one crown man can do very negative thing, it can help me. Yeah. So guess what? The time frame where they sort of come to always now, they did not even accomplish that time frame. Something what did they say open the mouth to tell. Look at what all changed. One of the old men left from there. He went, he did Nicodemus. They have fake meeting. The next thing I know, as I hearing that the community will go sit down under the failed boat here, who times are expired to have a what? A meeting. So they went to the failed boat here meeting, then they came back again. Then they said they want in-person meeting. Look, the people have not made progress towards anything that the 2 things we asked them for. Pre-care to election, board and executive election. Then they say, okay, now finally we need your signature. So if you want our signature, I was saying, why are you saying you carry through all the things there? So to clarify that time frame, they have not given us any time frame. We asked that question. They were supposed to get back to us. These are some of the things that you see that they not attend some of the meetings because it don't make no sense. I hire you. When you hire somebody, right, you tell them this is what I want. Yeah. All of you working in the United States of America, when people hire you, they expect this from you. And when you tell us, okay, I will do this within the time frame, if you can't do it, you'll come and tell us we can't do it. But they keep back, they ain't got no time frame up to now. But just right now, I see they say they're sending email around and people will carry in person. $7 gap. We will go try and go sit down there. Yeah, but let's tell you all the food. Go ahead, my brother.
So to answer your question on that,
that was it. Do you think they have any clear long-term plan? Based on what I just told you.
I would say no. Based on what you just told me, I would say no.
They just reacting to the problem.
Exactly.
That's all they're doing.
Exactly.
So all they're doing something.
I think it's
now they prove me wrong.
It's absolutely out of course to have an interim body that's supposed to be answering to the General Assembly for election, that we have to come back, or the General Assembly have to come back
to come question you again,
to have another meeting with a board that is expired already.
Yeah, I know.
To add insult to that, we have to what? Sign petition to talk to the board.
No,
that is.
let me make
no.
We're not signing petition to talk to the board. They say they want doing that. If for us now, they won't get a signature, so we can go do the board election.
That's what I'm saying. It's like talking to us.
You know what I said in the meeting the last week? They say even though you're nominated, get the mandate, but sometimes we got to find strategy or different way.
No,
what strategy is doing? You're going nowhere. Your strategy is not going towards our target.
The route is there.
We told you what we want. Then you go change the thing.
The Bible told you what they expected from you.
Yeah.
So why you have to be bending? The reason I'm still focusing on this petition that we have to sign, these guys' terms have expired. Why do we have to sign a petition to vote in new leaders?
But they're not there again, so the vacuum have to be filled.
So do we have to sign petition? Let us go to vote.
No, they say the signature is meant to see the 100 signature is meant to show
the who?
To them.
That's my point. That's my point, Bollie.
Yeah, what they say they want make sure they get 100 signatures so they can say we agree for all to have the board election here. So when you sign it, then you say you agree. Then you draft. You must draft. $7 gap.
It's not adding up. It's not adding up. It's definitely not adding up at all.
Do you think this new interim leadership lacks innovation?
I would say definitely yes, because
I mean I don't know what they're doing.
If it would take me almost 3 months to answer to the general body request, and they're not only answering, they weaving around procedures.
Yeah, because the thing is very straight.
It's straight.
Clear and straight.
It's straight. Go for election. Finish. That's all.
They had decision making power. Already told you what they want.
Exactly.
You just want to say, okay, my people, they pour together. This is how we want to do it. Everybody who want to run for the board, please say your name in. No,
I think what the interim body should be doing right now, forget about the whole petition and form an election commission, an election committee to carry on election.
The last one is right around the corner. The interim body, our community again is going to be dead. You see, that's what happened when you put a bunch of incompetent people in place. So let's compare Steve Bollie to Harriet Tor. Steve Bollie left on there. What happened? Every transition was very smooth. We did not have any other problem. And they may even ask Harriet Tor in the debate, say, you're all it up. Okay. I have the clips. Nobody can lie. Yeah, you know Bollie TV, I was definitely one. The men say, you're all it us. The men tell all the money there, everything from the registration, everything, I think came out 13, 14 or 15,000 now. They left it with you. The other men that left for power, nothing did there. That so, two beginners who want the fraudulent election we want to have, right?
So make me understand, Mr. Bollie. Who was the last president?
Before who?
Before Steve.
Nestor Meyer. Bishop.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Not
before Harry.
After Steve. Who took over the Liberian community after Steve?
Harry Ator Cornelius. They won't work in a deep hole and tarnish our reputation in our association reputation.
And you are saying that Steve pleaded for audit.
In the debate, just for that reason, for the liberty, I will find that clip and put it in here. Steve said, please audit us.
Okay.
What corrupt government you know will be asking for audit?
No.
Because Harry Ator knew like it's an inborn act. He knew he was not going to do anything. Steve, this is not the first time Steve has asked for audit. I got documentation in my possession, like I told you. Where's Steve again? When he took power, he sent a communication to the board of directors, with the same Nicodemus chairman, to say, we want you all to...
Didn't God be around for long?
Yeah! I told you what about the man can do it. So,
why you guys still keeping him there?
No, I'm telling you, that one got to teach the person. So they say election, they can do, he can bring all crap brother then. That other one with the normal time need. Well, I know nothing. He can't even talk nothing by himself when he said that myself, Omega. He the one in charge to be holding our crap brother then to go for election. So they say election, guy only play competence lies to put in a card to go for. Nothing. You don't attend no other meeting. Nothing. He can't even comprehend anything to say. The man can be talking and say the message by himself. Nobody was bothering him. He put 2 recordings in the general chat room. It makes sense. No sense. No, they put it on the guy side. They all want to call Josh Women the president for the Liberia Association. Every time you write a constructive sentence to counterattack some of the things he does, you say you write it wrong on sentences. Now, what people don't understand is that this guy read without observing punctuations. You know that they taught in school. When you get period, how to read the sentence. When you get question, how to read it. So John Women do run the sentences in your mouth and then blame you for him not recognizing your punctuations at the end of your sentences. So those are kind of putting everything then on the side. Everything was not look at smart man than me. And think I'll be in your corner. There's no way. No way. In order for me to get me on my side, you must be doing the right thing. And if you're doing the right thing, I will stand by you all the way. But if you slip for that right thing to go to corruption or do anything against people that especially elected you. That's why I say the man is not a leader. He has now observed that. And people who support him have that same mentality. That my friend Frederick Topa. That the same kind of mentality. Because there's no way you're going to support an individual that you know try to undermine you, and he does the same thing to every graduate person that come here. But you still tell him I want to support you. That's not loyalty to me. That's not loyalty. That's what I call loyalty. You're destroying the man. You talk all that thing behind the man. But the man undermining, even him, the man was trying to undermine him. Say he now real graduate. But he will talk behind the man. Then one second I can say, you know, those are one of the people that went in the rebel meeting. Can you imagine the guy what the man was just undermining, all was trying to fight for him. He went in the graduate meeting, say, you know happy. The Liberian thing, you know, that bag on,
yes,
then the expired bull just continue.
No.
Walk in a right now. Nothing, everything, nobody you going any election, everything, you're wasting your time. You will never be personal in the community here.
And I think
start wasting your time. Everything is a dry man. He's a dry man. He just be impressing the guy because he cannot figure out it. They don't know what to do because number one, let me just say I'm a Ghanaian, but if I support any Ghanaian, you must be on the right side of history. We must change this trajectory where because you crime man, you do bad thing, then I just stand by you. No, we're trying to clean the image of our crime people. We are good people. We cannot allow one bad apple to spoil all on it because what everything is doing in this community in the future tomorrow, when another real good Ghanaian come to run in this community as a president or as a board chair, they might try to tie everything character to him. And that's what someone are fighting for. But some of the guys who figure out they don't know that. So my brother, let's continue the thing here.
And I'm understanding that Mr. Azaro Swan is the leader.
Nothing Azaro do with the man. They will make, you know when they make, let me tell you something, when they made my man Azaro interim. I said, yeah, that man get the same spirit of me. But the man not tell the be shall I in. He help me relax. Talking all kind of things. Nothing. Anything I say, yeah, you know, that true they may talking. But then what they wait for? What the progress? Not he can only say, yeah, they may talking the truth, and then you get something procrastinating comment. Because I call it progress. Azaro get them, the chairman procrastinating comments. That's what you do. I challenge Azaro. You the hell of the interim. Make something happen. Let me see. I challenge you.
I personally know Mr. Swan.
Then you need to have a personal meeting with him because I'm not doing nothing.
He's a hard-working man. I know he can make a difference. I know he can.
Since February, I've been waiting for my man to make different, and I jump around my hall, clap my hand.
I'm vibing for you. You know where we came from. You know where we're all staying right now. I'm vibing for you. You do not. I don't want you to be an obstacle between improvement in this community. I know you can do it. Get on it now, brother. Please.
Do you know to even help them to send the message out, right? The day of in-person meeting, I was here. I said, listen to me. All the things you guys say here, I would like to ask, invite you guys to an interview where you will sit on my platform so you can let the people know where you're going with progress, with the progress, right? He said, let me tell you, the kind of incompetent interim people that we have. The president told me in that meeting, then I get on recording. He said, that's a good idea. You know what I told you? I said, you can acknowledge what you say, but don't make any comment that can progress anything. He said, yeah, I will get back to you on Wednesday. Now Wednesday, I stay with you for you today. Just so they can tell people what to do. Because you know, a lot of people can reach out to me. I can tell people, look, I'm not part of the government, I'm just the media in this community. I will only report facts, accurate things that I know and observe or hear or got evidence of. So I don't know what the interim. The last time somebody heard about Bollie, I thought I said I put interim Bollie. What point July 26 coming on? I said, you happy? My son, no. The interim president told me, send we drove and when the gap pass were okay. We went there. He told me that they were going to go have a meeting on the Sunday. He said, I will get back to you that Wednesday. Nothing I hear from them until the 2 days. They said, they didn't even know how many people get email addresses in the community.
The bull was in no existence, right?
Okay, so like I said,
yeah, no, just
no, they were stayed there. Now let me. That's why I was trying to give you the background as to how the interim came to be. They were there, but because of their ineptitude and lack of responsibility.
So up to now.
No,
up to now.
The time was the deal done since February 13th.
Okay, beautiful.
So listen now. to fill in the void, because we didn't want people to be disenchanted in this community.
Yep.
Because the board chair was unilaterally taking decisions to pave way for himself for what I was saying now, to think that he can control things by just sending fake suspension letter. Even though that letter, nobody care about it.
At the time,
that letter is not going to go anywhere in the Liberia Association.
At the time he sent those letters,
they still have time on it.
They still have time.
1 week, about 1 or 2 weeks.
Okay, but as of now,
as
of now, they are done.
They expire February 13th. Okay,
so it is in the power of the interim body right now to call for immediate election without petition.
My man, you hear what I say?
Yes.
The men will put everything in their hand. Not this thing. Until the Nicodemus pastor left for them when he started doing thing. Then guess what? They all fell for it and tried to drag. You see, this is why they crammed the title in the community. Because what? You know, some of my men even went to go sit down on an expired bowl.
Exactly, that's my point, bro.
I wonder what the state of mind.
Point, Mr. Bollie.
Somebody sent me that invite. I told them, who are we having this meeting with? I thought first we were meeting the interim body, because that's why I was under the impression that the meeting was going to be with the interim body, so they can give us an update on the time frame or what they're going to do. But then I just say, everything calling meeting. Now, me won't say that on everything. You think I figure it?
You see, that's and
I would never say that on him. So long your term are expire. That's why the night attend that meeting. So they say that Mr. Man with normal time need D Omega color. What can I even say anything cohesive? He had talk all of him man. They say me and I'm no bogo. You know bogo. Why is speaking in the public? I honestly think that was an oversight of the community. The spokesman for that, the ex-president in 2019, where Steve Bollie sent communication to the CEF board chair, former board chair, to investigate for COVID-19 grant that they got that the community didn't know nothing about. He the one the spokesman for them now. He came in the meeting and was saying, we went in the meeting, the former board chair said he recognized her. Brother, the man will not recognize you because you won't get no sense. You, they hire by free, like free nominating you. Then you go say, oh no, I mean, you know, let me just say, I don't know how my man, so I would say, he agree.
Yes, exactly. So I will not the interim body having a meeting with the expired board.
First of all, I will not even bring that. Listen, how
is that possible?
There's the thing. If I was part of that interim body, I was never even going to agree and bring such topic to the community that we want the ex-former inept board chair who you guys told to replace them because they were not serious-minded people. They were corrupt. They were compromised.
To meet.
For him to call meeting to meet. You see what I'm saying?
No.
That's local logic.
No.
We gave you power.
No.
So I stay with everything I want myself. I'm gonna say, yeah. So you bring yourself, belated yourself to me. I recognize that you're illegal.
No.
And I'm blaming everything. I stay with you and everything. They want to stay with you.
No.
My time will expire. Then the people who elected me, who get a big power, gave me. Then they can't sit down there and small wet chicken there. Oh, you know, we can't even meet in the type of say, man, you recognize. That means all to recognize you.
No.
Saying you know your own power.
No.
But brother, you know, let's go. We are coming to the end of the discussion, so we'll go to the last part of the discussion. Silence of the people. Now we now talk about all the babatina about the interim, the past leadership, and everything. Now we coming to the community, the fake community people there. There are some good people here. Let me get you one. There are some people here who stand the ground. There are some people in the community that have been a long time who believe in transparency. There are some people here who believe that the community need good leadership. There are some people here, when they say committed to this community, that they will do anything for this community, but they themselves are frustrated. Can you imagine how well when people come visit here, they can tell how good our weather is.
But you think what we the move here?
You know, don't forget about the sun in Arizona, but Arizona is very beautiful. Arizona is a place we can have good thing here. Okay? Do you think community members are also partly responsible for the failed leadership in the community? Do you think the community is responsible are they partly responsible, or we should hold them responsible for the failed leadership here? Because this is what I say, right? Like I was just trying to tell you. You know very well the men turn and expire. They ain't no more boat here. But the men going around in the community lying, saying the former president who turned was over on the 20th of January. and resign by himself on the tell well, nobody had any business with him again. You know, like day by day telling people in the community, oh, I die. That's what I call it.
Yeah, I die when you come away.
This bullshit. Look, the guy is so incompetent. The men go in the community lying to the people, say the former president resigned and put him in charge. He does not even know the procedure. Even if the former president, if you're going to resign before January 20th, few days later, you can't be the next person in command. We still have the sitting vice president. Who told you on that letter you sent out? Nobody got time for that letter you sent out. Because we have time for that letter, election was going to go on, right? If we have time for that letter, we're not going to put interim letter. So the man is a dry man. He just look for anything to hang on. So he lied to people in the community. Oh, Harry put him in charge. You see, power greed. That what can spoil some of our crime people in me. And all of my other crime brothers, they're not trying to understand what someone else trying to do. We're trying to stop being kind of an individual. The community, I mean, nobody getting paid. Nobody getting paid for anything in the community yet. They think that volunteer service, the people can ask you want to do it. But the boy acting like to say that a property. He like, can you imagine the making unilateral decision? The man, yeah, he just writing letter, bad letter to put it. Oh, you suspect. So you know that you try to a man won't put in power. Oh, you suspended because the guy call you to do something you do it. So can you imagine the boy suspending? He's suspending a member of the community. Like you clearly said, who's the member of the community? Any part of the higher decision making ballot? How can you suspend somebody for the higher decision making ballot? So they got law one time in the Constitution. Let me tell you what he did. He tried to quote Article 18. I don't think he has a very serious comprehension problem. Me and the former president fact checking, then there is it was a slip of tongue. So now you go in the community and lying to the people. You see, most of our people that are here too, sometimes they need to watch. But you know, the eyes are open. They say Bollie TVK. Go on, we say Bollie, we're listening to you. What you say about the election and what we follow. I'm telling you right now, no election must come from everything. You go sit down there. You will be voting for nothing. That person where you can't do personal way. You won't be personal on where everything time expire. Just go sit down there. You say what do you? Just go sit down. Go sit down. Because I know who you'll be really. Maybe you'll be second person to federal toba for the Liberia Association. So everything you're calling, they went to a crime meeting there. You call all crime brothers on the meeting. You think you have a meeting there? They leave on there. They call me. They be laughing. They say the guy something wrong with him. You see, how sometimes when some people England they don't know, you think the people come in that meeting they talk to good thing about you. What I'm trying to say now, the silence of the people. Do you think the community is also partly responsible for the failed leadership in the community? Do you think we should hold the community partly responsible for that? I mean, they want to be quiet. Tell me from your observation, from the people you've been dealing with in the community, the way they can act, the thing, the way they can talk, the two faces behavior. Do you think they are partly? Most of them are partly behavior for the thing that happened in the failed leadership in the community because they don't hold nobody accountable. When you go to now you have volunteer service. Okay, the volunteer service, then the person don't need to take the job. Walk away from it. But if you agree to volunteer to serve your people, serve them right. What do you think? You think the community is partly responsible for the failed leadership in the community?
I will open it, not say they are partly responsible.
Okay, so give your thoughts.
I think I will involve myself with them right now because I'm part of the community.
Yeah, we are part of the community.
Until my voice can be heard. But I think we are 110% responsible for failed leaderships.
In this community. The Arizona community.
Yes.
And why you say that?
For the mere fact that I think most of us we either scared or I will speak in the Liberian way, we scared
to tell our men the truth.
To tell your friend the truth. That's it. We can't go in their houses to harass them. We can't fight them in the street. We can't send them text messages to harass them. No, we go to law.
No, but the community can just go to law. That will form the interim leadership to put something in place so that when they get a legitimate president, they can do that one.
Then the interim government take us to election ASAP. The new government, we fast check them as quick as possible to proceed to audit. I will say this: what is happening in the Liberian community will never happen in the Nigerian community.
Oh, they got it. Play that.
No,
that only we alone no go.
No,
we no go by everybody.
No, it will never happen in the Nigerian community or even Ghanaian community or Sierra Leone community. It's only us that we are so We're so weak. Like I said, I'm putting myself in it. I'm part of the community now until my voice can be heard. But we are weak.
So, my brother, let me ask you something. I know we're not going to the regular community leader. Why do you think some religious leader stay silent in the face of poor leadership? Who get in here? Who get pastor and all of them? So they many part of the churches and things. Why you think our religious leader in the Arizona community they stay silent?
You know why I laugh on that question right now?
Yeah.
I don't want to use no point for derivative warrior. But I've been on the pastor and case for a minute.
But they always create their own case anyway.
Yeah, they already got case because just for them being on that pulpit and lying, lying. They already got their own case. But I will stick with this platform right now and answer Mr. Bollie directly.
And then I read for the top and then call me. I'll come by.
The reason our pastors keep defending wrong leadership.
Poor leadership too. They can know.
Poor, wrong, misleading, delusional leadership. Right?
Yeah.
It's one thing. I will spell that word for you.
Please spell it out. Oh yeah.
CORRUPT. They are damn corrupt. That's one. Within that same corruption, they are cowards. They are afraid to stand in front a leader of this community or any other Liberian community and tell him the truth. That's what you pastor for in the first place. Anyway,
the boy want to lose members.
Yes.
They need a 10%.
They need that. How many
building fund?
No, I come here. Hey, they got that little cup they can carry around about 4-5 times before.
The offering.
Yeah. They got offering. They got pastor appreciation.
Yeah.
You get all those things.
Preach. Then they be preaching.
Then preach the truth.
They're not gonna do it.
You preach the truth. I will pay you. I will be to that church even Monday morning.
Man, give me a serious honor donation.
Yes.
But don't be telling me in my father's house there are many mansions. I'm gonna die for and go there, but you just buy BB house then.
Yes.
Throwing BB house warming party.
I will be Monday. Soon Monday I will knock that church door to pick my car to you. The
people beefing. Can you imagine?
Pastors beefing.
Yeah,
among each other.
Yeah. That's the one. I'll be telling the people. That's a fact. And people who can't even get themselves together, they say the religious people, they can't even get themselves. You think they will resolve community issue?
Mr. Bollie, let me. I don't trust those people. To a point.
Let me know. Why you think they stay silent when they see poor leadership or even corrupt leadership?
Because they are even more than corrupt. They are cowards. I'm not afraid. I will say that again.
They will wait for us to call them for it. Can you imagine the community had to call pastor to say, okay?
But in the first place, why are we calling pastors in the first place? I understood. The interim body is on ground right now.
Before we establish they invited a couple of pastors. But the fact that, right?
I see no reason in calling pastors in community issues.
Because they're not going to come anyway.
No. As long as it's not about Jesus' web and, pay your tithe, they're not going to speak the truth to you.
Yeah, they say money is the root of all evil. But evil. They can collect in the churches and they got no problem. It doesn't matter.
Tell me about it, bro.
You can be killer, black money man.
Tell me about it.
Drug dealer or wherever it comes from. So there you go. You start putting BB money in the church, forget it. You'll get it from row seat. Yep. So my brother, my man, thank you so much for accepting this interview. Before we go to the last question.
Yes, sir.
And then I will give you a closing statement. I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you so much. And you are welcome to the Arizona community.
Thank you, Mr. Bollie.
And I'm happy I have you here. Continue to raise your voice. Join me. Don't change over time to Nicodemus. Let them know what been here. They hear talk on time to all of them say in the back. People man, when you man, so the man talk to say, yeah, that man can do something. La. Even pastor here. So my people, I hope you enjoy the discussion today. Leadership is not about what? Titles. It is about result. But what happens when those results fail? The very people they are meant to serve, my people. So that if you've been following the discussion, that's what we've been trying to say here. So on Bollie TV today, we dive into the hard truth about community leadership. Where promises were what? Made, trusts were broken, and accountability is no longer optional. We are coming to the end of this program. There's a conversation that the community cannot ignore. And every month you'll be hearing conversation like that. Either I will bring a guest on, like I did my brother here, or I will be doing the community review. So this review was about our community going forward from the month of February all the way to April. There was a review. We lost some people in our community. Our condolences to those family members, and may God continue to heal you people. And there were people who celebrated 50th birthday parties in the community. We want to say once again, happy birthday. We wish you many, many more years of God continuous blessings. There were some people who also graduated, achieved degrees, and there will be more graduates coming up in our community. We want to say congratulations to you. And also, there are new businesses that will open in the Liberian community too. Congratulations also to those business owners, and we really do appreciate all of you. And thanks for your continued support to Bollie TV. Now, I've made it easy for each and every one of you. You can just go to bolliemedia.com. The packaging right there. We have different digital payment options that you can pick to make your payment, to book your event. You all know how we do it. We are the best. So, Mr. Joel, before we go, we talk about the community people, their behavior, and then we talk about the pastor, their behavior. What do you think driving that behavior? Pastor, then, leader just stays silent in the face of poor leadership. The community members, should we hold them partly responsible for leadership, for failed leadership in the community? What do you think driving all those things? The interim ballot we put there, they're not moving forward. They're having meetings so. Now they want to send email address around so you can fill it, then you get your car, pay $7 to go sit down in a meeting to make sure that you human being. I don't know what they're doing it for. Why are you driving all these things there? Is it fear, loyalty, or ignorance driving these silence?
Fear will play a good part in this.
Fear of who?
Fear to do the right thing. It's deep. But fear is a deep driving force. They know exactly. You see, human. To understand human behavior, you have to dive deep into the wrong and the rights. And I know for a fact, we Liberians, we are very smart people.
Very, very smart.
Very, very smart people.
Crown people, we're too smart.
There you go.
Yeah, I
will shake the you on that.
What? Let me
I will shake the you on that.
One of the things I admire is to see your grandchildren in leadership that does the right thing. No, they cannot support against it. Everybody around you will be jealous. But remember now,
okay,
a 50-50.
Yep.
And then when I see the grandchildren, especially so long my crown trap is associated with you, then you won't be corrupt, you incompetent, you won't be a dictator. I will be your worst nightmare. Because anything negative that you do or positive, it has a direct effect on our tribe.
Yep.
It's not just about you. I don't know how other grandchildren look at it, but that's how I look at it. Two tribe, my man from Nima, they sitting with the Liberian Association. Anything I see a Nima man doing positively, you will get my 100% support. Oh man, I will be your biggest cheerleader. Because anything that you do will either have negative or positive impact on that tribe. It hurts me when the tribe that my two parents come from is associated with negativity or bad things. I want to be able to defend. But I'm not going to defend you.
I feel the passion in you, bro.
And lie and say that because of my crown brother, let me just call. I don't call all that thing. And that is where me and everything will go to the community. Even though he not no more, I call it the chair of the board. I dating everything every time I come on air. For come here and tarnishing grandchildren people who need. You my trouble brother. You're supposed to come and set an example. So when you leave for them, we can advocate to put another crime to be the board chair. And when anybody talks about, look, I was last man out there. He did great.
He did good.
He took off from this place to this place. But you can't mess up and trap when you want to teach you, can't sit down. They say one writing apple spoil the other apple so get right. Crime man for the crime man will deal with you every chance I get. Go ahead, my brother. Answer the question so get feeling for you.
Yes, I will stay on my point as fear. Fear can drive a good man to make bad decisions. Maybe because he's afraid of hurting the next guy feeling. And that same fear brings in blind loyalty. Because fear God, that force to make you do things that you're not thinking about doing. Like I said, we Liberians, we are very intelligent people, very smart. So most of us try to be loyal, but when that fear take hold of you, that you don't want to make this man feel bad, or you don't want to make this lady feel bad, or you don't want to even fear can even deny you the truth. And we as the assembly, the general assembly, the body, the community, we have the highest voice. If we continue being scared and being afraid of these guys, we keep putting them back in there. If not even the same person, but person of the same caliber, we keep putting them back into leadership. And then we want to go cry what? About it? You put them there.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Joel. I think you heard it, man. Let me say something to my community. My community, only fear can defeat fear. If you fear that that man will destroy the community, then take it from there. We all are product of our past, but we cannot let our past hold us as prisoner. So I'm going to turn to my brother here. I will give you 1 or 2 minutes so he can make his closing statement. And we will call it a day. Because if I sit down here, forget it. I will continue with everything. So let me just end the discussion. My brother, once again, thanks for coming to Bollie TV, accepting this interview. This is a Monday thing I have started, review of the community. So since we commenced in April, so I took it back from February all the way here about things that happen in our community. We had deaths in the community, like I was saying, and as you see, we are sending condolences to these people and to the family members. Recently, man, I just lost an old man that I met, very nice woman. Her name was Mistress Mary Bollie Gibson. My condolences, ma'am, to that family. It really hurt me when I surprisingly saw her death news on Facebook. So my condolences to that family. I will try to reach out and find the family members so I can pay my visit to them. All right, but we have to stay strong. And community people, please reach out to our family and sympathize with them. All right, Mr. Joel, you can go ahead and do your closing.
First off, Mr. Bollie, I will say thank you for your invite for this interview. I appreciate you. We need more people like you to expose the fraud and corruption in our community. I hope your program will be here for a long time to bring some change in our community.
2 years now ago.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this has been the Bollie TV production. Follow us on BollieMedia.com, Bollie TV on every social media platform. Just go there. Don't forget, book your package. Book your package. We are very reasonable. Just go to BollieMedia.com. Go through there, send us messages. Follow our YouTube page, Bollie TV. We are on TikTok, IG, Snap, and all that. Thank you, and thanks for watching.